Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, May 28th, day 94 on the Appalachian Trail. It is 6:30 on the dot, and I am headed out. I'm gonna try to go for 25 again today. Felt pretty good yesterday. My feet are surprisingly getting better with these new shoes, so I'm having told my wife just to hang on to the boots for now. Let's see what happens. That's a good thing. Thanks for praying for me on that issue. Slept pretty good last night at the RPH shelter. I think I'm at about 1435 right now on the trail. There were a bunch of people. Just before midnight, I had a group come in, and two guys come in to woke me up in the shelter. That's the bad thing about picking the shelter rather than your tent. But it is what it is. It's group camping. A bunch of tents. Mostly everybody there are flip-floppers. Maybe one guy started in Georgia. Good night's rest. I slept pretty good. Again, I was awake as soon as the birds start chirping. And I noticed this morning at 4:30 the birds were chirping. So it starts breaking daylight. I guess the further north you get, it's going to get even until summer solstice, June the 21st. It's going to just get earlier and earlier. That's okay. I just got to go to bed earlier so I can go to sleep. All right, headed out. This is my 5th day in New York State, I think. See how this goes today. Talk to you later. 1.8 down this morning. And a pretty nice overlook here. That would be, can't see the sun, but that's probably looking west, southwest probably. Looks like I'm going north, so that would be southwest that way. Pretty. Lots of climbing. Across the road, up you go. Sometimes rocks, sometimes not. It's all good. Well, I just passed up a deli. It was a half mile off the trail. Everybody says it's good, but so rather than hike that half mile, I ate a sandwich I had left over from yesterday's deli. I didn't tell you about last night. RPH has you can call this restaurant that's a kind of Italian food, and they will deliver to the shelter. Guy drove up there just like the pizza delivery guy, brought those big red bags with our food in it. There were 4 of us that ordered from this restaurant. I got lasagna and salad. They had pizza, they had all kinds of stuff, and brought it to the table at the shelter. Now that's a pretty sweet deal. So that's why I was planning to eat that sandwich last night for supper. But when this must be that oak. Oh wow. Gotta show you this. Wow. Unbelievable. Let me look, make sure this is the Dover oak so I won't be telling you a story, but I think it is. It's huge. This is not the Dover oak. That is a massive tree. Make sure it's even an oak. Yeah, it's an oak. Wow. Can you imagine how old that rascal is? Wish I could get my picture. I'm gonna do a selfie, but you just really can't tell how big this dude is. The Dover Oak's still 11 miles. Ooh, 11 miles up. So that's definitely not it. So it's going to be bigger than that one. I'll tell you more about it when I get to it. I read about it. All right, talk to you later. Crossing planks and bridges and all kinds of stuff. And I got a highway out here coming up too. Fun. All right, talk to you later. I thought I was root scared me. I thought I stepped over a snake. I'm gonna get bit in the heel. Crossing Interstate 84. Pretty good bridge here with not much traffic on it, thank goodness. I have no idea where this interstate is. It's east and west because it's an even number. I'm up here where I don't know where anything is or where it goes. The further I get this way, the worse it's going to be for me. It's all new. It's fun. Stormville Mountain Road. Grape Hollow Road. Hollow, I must be back in Tennessee. No cars coming, that's good. Dry Creek. Oh wow. There's a lot of jugs. We got Nuclear Lake coming up. And when I get to it, I'll tell you more about it. I know a little bit about what's coming up. Dover Tree, Nuclear Lake, Dover Oak. And climbing, lots of rocks, as usual. But getting some views. That's that same view I had from way over there. Now I got back more to the northeast, looking back to the southwest. I was in there somewhere on the other side of that, probably on that mountain right there, because I've crossed a couple of mountains since then. Ooh, another tight squeeze coming. I'm wondering, it kind of looked like he was setting me up for that. Well, most people go that way. And there are no blazes here. Let's see if I can get through here. Oh yeah. I saved you the facial expressions this time. I'll be groaning. Okay, it's the Nuclear Lake. They used to have a plutonium research facility near this lake. Then in 1972, there was an explosion and there was some leakage and they shut down the research facility. Then in 78, they rerouted the trail by the lake. And they did testing and said there's no issues here. But you may not want to swim. I see a fish. And you may not want to swim or drink the water.
Over on the corner there?
The fish are glowing in the dark probably. But
so what, you would drive it out?
that's a catfish. Oh, he's after something. I lost him. So it's pretty late. It's a hiker destination now. Jump in, get out, glow in the dark. Having to be careful with my filming. There was people right there. The dogs had dogs and all that just sitting there on the bank of the lake. And I didn't want to catch them in the film. I didn't want to make the dogs mad either. It looked like they might decide they might get me. Well, I'm trying to make it to the Malaysian food truck. It closes at 4. And it was 20 miles from where I started this morning. Thought I was gonna make it, but I'm having my doubts now. I think it's like getting close to 3:30 now. I still got just under a mile to go. And, I can probably make it. I just don't want to push it too hard. If I got anything that's uphill or rocks, I probably won't make it. I've been pushing the last 4 or 5 miles thinking I might be able to get a meal, hot meal. We will see. I'm on another boardwalk, and I guess I missed the Dover Oak. I don't know how. I looked back at far out, just tried to figure out where it was. Across the road, not far back there. And it's supposed to be after I crossed the road. I was wanting to see that. Guess I got to hurry, trying to get food, huh? Sounds like me. I was not smart. Cattails. Seen a lot of cattails in New York. I'm finally on top of the next mountain over to the east. Went up through pasture and the sun is just killing me today. No relief. And just now topped over this mountain. Headed to the shelter. I ate too much. That's just all it is to it. And I am dragging. Hopefully shake this off. I got 4 miles to go to the shelter. I need to not eat that much at 4 o'clock in the afternoon again. Ooh. And I really didn't eat that a lot. I drank 2 Gatorades. I ate some wontons and some kind of pork on top of rice. It was good. Just weighting me down or something. I feel drab, trying to get back going again. I need to take a nap. Some of these walkboards are sketchy. Broken one there. Another broken one. I think these were put down a good while ago. I think some of these trails get way back in here in woods, back in the mountains, and it's hard to do the maintenance on them. They don't have a, I don't know this, it's just Tommy talking. Big T talking. They get way back in here, and it takes so much effort to maintain them that it gets pushed back on the, oh goodness, there's like a seesaw there. I get pushed back on that list, I think is what I was about to say. And these way back in the sticks, as we would say, places. And because I've noticed the trails are usually pretty good close to the roads. So whoever they got maintaining them, it's easy to get them to do it. They don't have far to go from the road. But when you get way back off in the woods, stuff like this just doesn't get the maintenance, I guess. That's Tommy talking. That's Big T talking now. That's not any authority. That doesn't have any authority whatsoever. Only 2,200 miles of trail to maintain. I don't know what the deal is. I went for a while. I wasn't seeing a whole lot of stone fences, but that changed. This part of New York, there've been a lot of them. See those way through the woods over there. All right, coming up on the Wiley shelter. 25.6 miles today, and I'm whipped. It's getting close to 7 o'clock. I left early this morning. I've been pretty much at it all day. I never came off trail until I went to the little food truck. But it's been a hot day today. I've been trying to stay cool best I could, but just put us out trail, put me out in the open fields and on that boardwalk, and I heated up. My thermometer said 88 at one point. It's down in the 70s now, mid 70s. DK gave me this cooling rag I got. It works pretty good. I've been using it all day today, or as soon as it warmed up today. Today's mosquitoes are getting me too, sorry. Today is the hottest day. Next few days, it's gonna get hot on Thursday. It's Sunday today, so hopefully, and like Tuesday, it's gonna get back down in the 40s, and I'll be excited about that. I hope the shelter's coming up soon. I am ready to stop. All right, I hope you are having a good Memorial Day weekend. Don't really know for sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. See how I feel in the morning after I get good rest. Didn't sleep real good last night. I don't know if I said it or not, but I had a couple of guys that came in about midnight into the shelter. So my pick of the shelter was not a good move. And I was awake for at least an hour while they cooked their meal and got ready for bed and crawled into bed. I'm not going to say how I feel about that, but you probably can figure it out. I was not happy, but I've never said anything. And then I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, something like that. I see the roof on the shelter now. It's down in the woods. And I've been looking for bear today because I have been in the sticks the whole afternoon since I left the food truck. It was just like this a lot the other way. I didn't see any bear sign, nothing. Not even a deer. All right, let me see what this looks like. And might be it for the day. Well, I got this one by myself. So I get to, at the moment I do anyway. Look at the stuff on the wall. Crutches, pot and pan. I get a pick of where I want to put my tent up. Mosquitoes are still buzzing me. It's just so easy just to not have to pack up your tent in the mornings. I don't think I'm gonna be in a big hurry in the morning though. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.